My friends, family, brothers and sisters, welcome to another of In the Raw, RK's Guyana Free Media. And as you know, RK's Guyana Free Media comes out at certain times now with certain particular information, has to do with religion too, current events, politics, the societal problems, construction, danger, humanity, whatever. And today's reading is taken from the Wednesday Kaicho News edition, April 21st. And it's a bit amazing, and I find it interesting. I have to read it. I feel compelled to read it. And so that is exactly what I will do, friends and family. Many interesting things and articles in the newspaper, but this has to do with Freddie Kissoon column, one of my favorite columnists in Guyana and even the world. I must admit, even the world. More potent truths in recent times by Freddie Kissoon, political analyst, hero, Guyanese, I would say. And as I said, I don't always believe in everything he says, but this is important. In last Friday's column, I brought out 9 truths about politics in Guyana that history should record. Surely you don't think that list was exhaustive. So after the 9, he's going to, obviously, to his tent. Here are some truths. But one little digression is in order. I believe you know that the Apnu AFC was far more corrupt than any period when the PPP was in power. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, he's saying that the Apnu AFC was far more corrupt than any period of the PPPC in power. The Apnu and AFC government was the most corrupt in the history of Guyana. AFC personnel, high up, stole from their own party. So imagine what they did from 2015 to 2020. Imagine stealing from your own party. When they were in charge of the resources of Guyana, we were in Guyana, have not seen the tip of the iceberg. So if they stole from their own party, from themselves, what would they not do to Guyana, ladies and gentlemen? How many guns and items would not have been sold to people for favor and benefits, especially if someone was a client of theirs? Truth number 10, so he did 9. Now we're going to 10. The largest foreign investor in Guyana's history gave a certain AFC high priest money for the 2020 election campaign. The AFC never saw a cent. 11. David Patterson, Cathy Hughes, and Raphael Trotman declined to return to Parliament in September 2020. The chairman of the AFC's Regional Management Committee for Region 4, Amar Chinkan, told me he was part of the persuasive discussion for them to change their minds. Why did they choose that part would probably remain a secret. Why they decided they did not want to go back to Parliament? No one know for sure. They were trying something for the gallery to ask them to remain, his opinion, so that the people who are around would ask them to remain, give them a feeling of importance. Number 12. At the 2016 Congress of the AFC, at the St. Paul's Church in Plaisance in 2018, the most hilarious moment in the history of party congresses in Guyana took place. There has been no similar occurrence in any party congress like this ever. I remember, friends and family, this is in the raw. There's nothing organized or rehearsed. Trotman wasn't finished speaking when pandemonium broke out. If you want to see people to behave like jackasses, you have to see the video. Delegates began bawling. You know, he's calling the people them jackasses. This man is brave, you know. I can't use such words usually. The people start screaming, you know, "No, Raphael, no! Raphael, no!" It was from the shape of the shout that the PNC parliamentarian Jennifer Wade got hers when at the no confidence motion. She kept yelling, "No, Charon, no! No, Charon, no!" Boy, Freddie, you know, you're amazing. Then we go on. Others began banging their heads on the wall, exclaiming, "Oh God, we lead a gun!" They were saying that right in front of AFC's leader, Kemraj Ramjatan, who was the leader, but they're saying their leader, who was Trotman. The cries were so loud that the church's caretaker ran into the building to find out if someone had collapsed. The AFC's bigwigs took Trotman into a room and closed the door, and after half an hour, Trotman emerged with the identical smile that Madam Chairperson of GCOM wore when she emerged from a locked room in the Ashmans building during the election rigging on the night of March 5th. Trotman played dead to see what the funeral would be like. A smile can say 1,000 words. Number 13, a big one in the PNC is a U.S. citizen. But this gentleman knows that it is extremely difficult to research the issue to unearth that fact. This needs repeating for emphasis. One of the leviathans, men of evil then, or the big thing that floats in the universe, in the PNC at the moment is a U.S. citizen and therefore should not have been an election candidate. T14. It is well known in high political circles in the Apnu AFC government that if you wanted a certain type of document, the big one's son made the arrangement in exchange for humongous sums. The columnist knows a farmer who went through this route. T15, a female mandarin of the Apnu and AFC regime and her attendant opening any door in the building that she was entering or the gate of any pathway that she was passing through. So this mandarin, this power broker within an old head, within the Apnu AFC, according to Freddie Kissoon speaks, I'm just a reader. This mandarin, this big wig, somebody had to open the door and everything for her, of the car and any door she's passing through. The driver was virtually like a slave. This columnist went up to her and told her it was nonsense that she was doing and to desist. She never did. Life is funny. This fake aristocrat doesn't have 5 CXC subjects to get into the public service. T16. From 2015 onwards, the AFC twice tried to get a deputy minister in the ministry that, according to the Commonsburg Accord, was assigned to the AFC, Agriculture. On both occasions, President Granger himself denied the AFC request. They wanted to get a number 2, and President Granger refused, showing that those hanger-ons, those opportunists who will sell their soul for some money and for some power, betraying the citizens and their families and their communities for opportunity, are usually treated as cowards by any victorious powerhouse, including nations. If somebody comes to attack your country, you betray your country, you think you'll be a hero, but to them, the victors, you are nothing but a coward. So the AFC were just a bunch of cowards. Well, according to the fine print of the Commonsburg Accord, he had no political authority to deny because it was a coalition government and the ministry was assigned to the AFC. What this story proved was that Kemraj Ramjatan was phenomenally precocious. He said if the AFC joined with the PNC, it would become dead meat. Not only was the meat dead, it was a stink and infected with Ebola virus, according to Ramjatan technically and hyped by Freddie Kissoon. Anyone who joins another party technically becomes dead meat, especially certain political party of excessive power. We end with the truth that is yet to be known. Henry Jeffrey and Ralph Ramkaran formed the ANOG to contest the 2020 election. Then Jeffrey became a fierce defender of the position of the PNC in the election saga. Please tell us, Ralph, why did Jeffrey leave ANOG? Friends and family, very interesting indeed, whereby the AFC described themselves, if they would join the PNC, they would be dead meat, and that is exactly what they become, but infected by Ebola and also food for the carrions, poisoned and deadly and nasty. Your friend, your brother, me, Hajji, Dr. Roshan Khan, in the raw, RKS Guyana Free Media, saying thank you and farewell.